check. Check. Yeah, but that's how we have for some more people coming in. That's how we have for some more people coming in, see?
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live.
Well, I have something for sure. I go feed. I go feed. Yo, may I show you something? Well, for those of you who don't know, I love Asian food, and I love seafood. And many of us grew up on well, not grew up, but Chinese food. I know, not a strange story. Even though I noticed that the Chinese food we cook at Jamaica tastes different from the Chinese food we cook up here, But Chinese food, I don't know. Well, never grew up on it, but for years now we have, ghetto people eat up some Chinese food and things. See, so I just have an affinity for Asian food. Not Haitian, but Asian, as the continent, Asia. China, Japan, Korea, Vietnam, India, Pakistani, and them some of it. All right. It's just my thing. So when I went to Japan, I was in heaven. Because I had kind of associated, initially I'd associated Japanese food with like sushi. They're known for sushi and things like that. And but I didn't know that them actually cook up them food. So when I went to Japan, I've been there several times. Yo, the food at Japan, turn up. And Japan, as big as it is, it's an island, so they're really into the ocean. They're really into seafood. And like they're into seasoning. Them season up them food and thing and whatever. It's a different thing from how we season, but they're into seasoning. So Asian food, seafood, I'm a weakness. So I go Whole Food. Me a man, me buy things at Whole Food. Not everything. You can't buy everything at Whole Food. Whole Food expensive. But Whole Food have some unique things that only Whole Foods have, So I go Whole Food just to get, there's a certain type of oat milk what I like, It's at other places too, but it's at Whole Food. Whole Foods tend to have the things fresh, the fruits and stuff. They tend to be fresh, Whole Foods will more likely have stuff that's truly organic and them not try to trick you. So like fruits and all them, some of the way you say enough supermarket, they're not organic. And but Whole Foods will more likely have the organic stuff, But them expensive. But anyway, I'm going to go Whole Foods just to get some unique particular things with me like, And then I go Stop and Shop to get other things, whatever, But people, when I grew up, you couldn't give me salad. When I joined them, something about salad. That wasn't what, some people didn't like it. We never call it salad. We just say eat your vegetables, Well, they do that here too. But salad for when we grew up, was just tomato. Some people don't know that. Like back in the day when Jamaicans say salad, it wasn't salad like we know it in America. It was just tomato. Tomato was another name for salad. So, and then when I grew up now, and then, your mother say, eat your vegetables. I never like vegetables. Like, it was one of them kids. Most kids, a lot of kids, them don't like vegetables. Even though I know some Rasta kids in Jamaica, them grew up on it and it's like nothing to them. Like everything, if you grew up to it and that, it's like nothing to you. But in general, men I like vegetables. So, but vegetables in Jamaica growing up when you have food, your vegetable was just it was mainly carrot. It was cut up carrot. Not the name dressing. We don't work with dressing. And even though we don't work with dressing, Jamaicans are into gravy. Not all, but a lot of Jamaicans are into gravy. What them would call sauce up here. But even when Jamaicans are into gravy, Jamaicans growing up, them don't put the gravy upon them salad. That's unheard of. You don't mix the gravy with the salad, right? The salad was just supposed to eat raw, but some people mix it up in them rice, and things. I see people do that. I could, when I was growing up, I see people do that. I was like, ew. Can them mix up them carrot in them rice and them something there, whatever. The raw carrot, But most Jamaicans would eat what we refer to as our vegetables separately, without dressing. We don't grow with dressing. Uptown people always had dressing. We from the working class community, we don't grow up with dressing. Dressing wasn't a thing. And it was just carrot. And then when on a carrot alone, then we mix look a cabbage in it. But it raw still, And then now if things turn up for you you put mayo on that. Mayo with a cut of cabbage and the carrot. And that's a big dinner. Similar to what some people call coleslaw. But that's a big dinner. But in general, a carrot is a vegetable. Right? Some things that people eat like as vegetable here, we would actually eat it in what we call meat kind. Which really is a kind of meat. And the idea is you have your starch and you have your meat. But strangely enough, we Jamaicans, we evolved calling like cabbage, steamed cabbage and callaloo. We said they're not a meat kind. And the idea there is that it's not meat, but it's substituting for meat. So it's a kind of meat, So this is the thing when we're growing up, meat kind and stuff like that. So if you, again, them things are better for you than meat, But growing up, meat was better than if you have chicken or stewed beef or you have your oxtail or your cow foot or whatever. A big dinner you have, a big food you have. If you have your callaloo and your cabbage and them something there, you have meat kind, with your starch, with usually rice, dumpling, or banana, yam, coke, or whatever, dashing and thing. All right? But, what people here just treat, some of the things that people here treat strictly as vegetables, for us, it was meat kind. Because you have people who eat, people who eat pap chow. We call it pap chow. Here they call it bok choy or some fancy name or whatever they have for it. But we would eat, we would season up that and cook it down and thing and eat pap chow like would I eat all like callaloo, That are the meat kind with the food and whatever. So in a sense, we were eating vegetables. But we just never call it vegetables. Jamaica eat a lot of callaloo. Callaloo a big thing at Jamaica. Cabbage a big thing. And when we cook it, oh God. Yo. So I just want to be clear. So in my mind, when I grew up, I don't eat vegetable. I don't like vegetable because vegetable for me was just a raw carrot. But in truth, we were eating vegetable all along. We just never call it that vegetable. We never call callaloo vegetable. We never call cabbage vegetable. But they're a vegetable. But we eat those as meat kind. So you even have like a food, with callaloo and cabbage as the meat kind. And then you have vegetable, which is the carrot. But, the callaloo and the cabbage are the vegetable too. But we just never call it that. So in my mind, as is the case with many Jamaicans, carrot a vegetable, raw carrot a vegetable. When it mixed with cabbage, that a vegetable. But callaloo, cabbage and thing, and then some people cook up and pap chow. So then we come America, and as many of you know, I come America, I did the YMCA camp, Jewel, And at this first, I see people eat woolly raw something, and them call it salad. And at first, I was just like, so eat the raw something. Wasn't my thing at all. For years, get me in that salad something there. And then I noticed that it's a thing. Once them I eat salad, it have to have dressing. And you have different dressing and so forth and whatever. But once them I eat salad, you have to have dressing. I don't know. For years I never eat any salad. I go place and I was like, no, I don't want a salad and thing. And then somehow, and it was just weird to me that people would go to dinner and they would say, I'll just have a salad. And the instinctive thing for Caribbean people is to use our language. You're going to say, then that's a whole are. We have that thing that whole. Would it hold you? Right? So I said, then that whole, that not look light, So, but they, this thing, they would eat a salad as a meal. And then I notice that sometimes now, them we say like a chicken Caesar salad. So I say, oh, them put look at me tonight. But you would never hear like a roast beef Caesar salad. Them don't do them some of them pretty much. But you would have like a chicken Caesar salad. You have a shrimp salad or whatever. So more and more I got like kind of exposed to it over the years. But for a good 10, 15 years here, I wasn't into the salad thing where Americans do a lot, And I was around, when I came here, I was primarily around white people most of the time. And then sometime after about, I know what it was. In the senior year of college, my housemate, Brian Nisha, who happened to be from Japan, when Brian cook vegetable in a man, it make it taste nice. Got to put on the seasoning on them something there, make it taste nice on them something there. So I start getting into it. And then I started getting into Indian food. I love Indian food. And then some of the Indian food, them have things like what them call like sag, like chicken sag, or you can get shrimp sag or whatever. And these sag is like something like kalaloo. But don't ramp with the Indian when it comes to seasoning, Don't play with them, man, because for them seasoning, I don't know the normal. Sometimes them seasoning all smell weird, but like it kind of like upset me, like it just weird. But the food tastes good. But sometimes them a cook and it's like, kind of turn my stomach. I don't know if you explain it. But then but most time when them a cook, smell good. Indian people, they use a lot of seasoning and it's just great. So I started getting into salad. I don't know when it was or at what point, but I know it was sometime like I would say it's like something like after 15, 18 years of being here and not touching them something. Somehow I got into this salad. And at first, me did just start eat it raw, just like lettuce, And me sprinkle a salt on it, You sprinkle a salt on the lettuce. I never did I work with the dressing thing, But just sprinkle a salt on it. Yo, Caribbean people, that's why we have blood pressure problem, They did a presentation on it and explain why, generation after generation it passed down in terms of our sodium intake, our salt, and that it was poor people food. It was like the lowest of the lowest food for our enslaved ancestors, like salt fish, salt pork, what we call corn pork, and them. Those were, in the bucket and them something that, salt mackerel, a lot of salt. So I'm telling you, the rest of them was genius, and the rest of them are telling us to lower the salt, the white man come go on the salt food, and I couldn't run in point on the say it's a kilo now. But anyway, the rest of them, they was just burn out salt, For them thing is ital, leave the salt alone. But But for many of us, this was passed on to us where if the food now have salt, it don't taste good to we. If you look at salt in it, we're like, it bland. The food now not taste. Ironically, when something don't have salt or even don't have sugar either, if it not sweetened, we say it fresh. But fresh can mean fresh, like this is fresh fish. But it can also mean it not sweetened, it fresh. Or the food it just fresh, so it want look of salt. So when we start eat vegetable, we start sprinkle salt on it, and that just make it taste better. And then when you're around white people, they don't cook a lot with seasoning, I think that's my phone acting up. They don't cook a lot with seasoning. Them them into. I mean, notice that somehow know impasta rasta, right? Know impasta rasta. When him eat film steak, him not eat it well done, So a lot of Jamaicans, them into this medium rare. And even some rare, and and them like, no, it must be juicy. And I've always been like, what am I talking about juicy? We can cook our food, like cook it. What them would have called overcook, but we cook it, right up this and that, cook it down, whatever. And it's juicy. Stew beef juicy. Stew beef juicy. But that's their thing. The people them who eat the medium rare and whatever and them something there. And me, well done, bunny up. Right? But the bunny up for me doesn't mean that the meat. Many I want to go through this, I want to go somewhere, I want to say well done. But when you know the well done, it still not going to taste good to up to food standard, But what we do is we say well done because in our mind, at least the food will be cooked. And because we have an aversion to raw food. Like if the food not cooked good, we have an aversion to it. You want to get a Caribbean person across in general, make them eat them food and them cut it and look at them mingle and go see and look red, like say it not cook good. Caribbean people don't like them some of them. Caribbean people don't like them some of them. But here, the people them who eat them medium well, you have medium, you have medium well, yeah. I don't know the difference, but you have medium well, which is not fully well. And you have medium rare and all these things and whatever. But anyway, the result is once you're around white people and you're consuming their diet, you fall in love real quickly with salt and ketchup. Salt and ketchup. And even though, ketchup is tomato based. I didn't know. A lot of ketchup actually have sugar in it. I didn't know. It took me a long time. And I was like, what? There's so much sugar in it. But anyway. But you learn to appreciate salt and ketchup and pepper. What we call black pepper. And because those always make things taste better. Ketchup, salt, and black pepper. Especially salt and ketchup. Them always make things taste better when you're in those settings. So even though the food still not taste to the standard where we grew up with in terms of seasoned down and cooked down properly and thing or whatever, it was almost like a compromise. It's an accommodation on our part to say, all right, boom, boom, I could do that. So I saw now I start sprinkle salt on my vegetable. And my vegetable now was just greens at first. And then I start incorporate tomato. Then I start incorporate carrot. Then I start putting my cucumber. And you know why you couldn't get me touch? Jesus, what them call it? These little like if you're having a martini, they put it in a what you call that little fruit again? And some of them green, some purple, some black. One of them soon post it and tell me what me attack. And they, no, olives. Them same one. Yeah, I wasn't into olives. The olive, them never catch me quick. Yeah. I never want to eat olive. Anyway, the olive, them never catch me quick. But then no, them have a thing now when them go dip the olive them in a salt. There is some kind of saline substance that the olives are put in and thing, whatever. So I saw now I'm getting an olive too. I'm going to start put olive in my salad them and thing and whatever. And eventually me just I get over in this thing and start appreciate salad and till me reach a point where the thing when me used to burn out, more time me just go someplace and say me just feel for a salad. Now you have to understand, that Caribbean people are generally very suspect about somebody who just eats salad and say them go dinner and just eat salad. Caribbean people don't do too well with that. When I say Caribbean people, I mean the ones who, very traditional. Because a lot of Caribbean people are used to salad now. But you still have those, I remember a woman, them a give her salad and she said, well, the backside here, give me that face. I look like me a rabbit. I just say a rabbit name lettuce and them something there, whatever. That's not food, right? So the Caribbean people, when you say you eat a salad, them are like, yo, that's not food. And then Caribbean people start thinking about all kind of thing like, John, she must weak out and thing. That's why she maga. So I be on them something that she eat. A sour mind work, And, I be on them something them eat, them not eat properly and whatever. And then we have this thing like, and you eat something firm, breeze will blow you away. And whatever, and they will start associate it now with all your salt out and all, see salt out pot down and now eat good man, them look at something now. This is just very distinctly Caribbean. But me reach a point to where I just say, yo, a salad. So I got into salad. And then now, not surprising, the dressing we me did love now was the one was salty. Italian. So you have creamy Italian and you have the regular Italian. So me like the regular Italian. Now before me did go with that balsamic vinaigrette that is very common here. Yeah, me did I work with that for a while. That was the one. So me never in and out no ranch dressing and no all them other one there. Man, never, it wasn't my thing. It was a balsamic vinaigrette, boom. And then after that, my branch in Italian, come here and say, yo, Italian, I'm a look of salty something there, Work with that and thing and whatever. And then, I dated somebody who was into ranch. And she did that. She was into ranch. So I'm going to try ranch. I'm like, it's not bad. And I some start use other dressing, And but me really just still stick to Italian and not the creamy one. 1 and 2 times over with the creamy one. Because the creamy one is really, I think they have dairy in it, and me and dairy not agree. But that's basically my journey up to with salad, It's crazy. So, what's the relationship between this now with salad and what I was telling you that I like Asian people? I am a storyteller. I just told you a story. That's what I'm good at. I buck up on a dressing, but it's not just a dressing only, but it's a dressing, right? At Whole Foods. And I'm in love. I am hooked. Listen, I'm going to figure out how to buy these by the box, right? Let me show you first. First of all, let me just, hold on, back up. I like pepper. Again, I'm a social scientist, I'm an anthropologist, so I'm into culture. I love them something there, right? And, and I'm a lawyer too, no? But I'm an anthropologist. But I like to tell stories. a lot of Caribbean people believe that people who eat a lot of pepper, it make them cantankerous, make them miserable, and it make them kind of fall up their temper. I don't believe in that. I don't think so. I don't think so. But apparently too much pepper is really not good for you. I never really think about it. Too much of anything is not good for you, but apparently too much pepper is not good for you. We grew up with black pepper. Black pepper put on everything. Only for year, the last 15, 20 years, this thing about there's this thing where black pepper is not good for you. Something I think it's for men. Them say black pepper not good for you because it do this and that and whatever. All kind of foolishness. Well, I don't know if it's foolishness, but that's I tell you so. So there's an evolving relationship with black pepper. But black pepper is a big deal for we do. We put black pepper on everything. Once you have seasoned thing, black pepper go on it. It's just pepper. And then now we have regular pepper. Of course, you have sweet pepper, but we have regular hot pepper. When enough people cook with pepper. But our pepper is flavorful. It's not just hot. Like here in America, they're into the thing being hot. And it's like, you know that thing that when you drink certain things, strong liquor and all them something, and you get ratings because you can drink strong liquor and whatever. There's that kind of bravado associated with pepper also, where your ratings turn up if you can handle your pepper them and all them something and thing or whatever. But in general though, for Caribbean people, pepper is not just about the hot. Pepper is really about the taste and the flavor. So pepper is really part of the seasoning. Sometimes I have difficulty explaining this to people, Americans, that, and they said I'm contradicting myself, but I'm not contradicting myself. You don't understand what I mean, right? Yeah, we know pepper is hot. And yeah, people want it to be hot. And they will say, then that's the point. And I'm like, no. But for Caribbean people, it's not really the hot. It's the taste, it's the flavor that the pepper gave to the food. And again, some of them, because they're just so one-dimensional with pepper being hot, they don't understand that for many of us, pepper is part of the seasoning. We don't just pepper something for pepper's sake. It's part of the seasoning. So much so that for many of us, the pepper not too hot. And that is why I have a lot of Caribbean people cook with pepper and they never break the pepper. Them just put the whole pepper in there, in what them cook. And, the idea is that the cooking will take out the flavor of the pepper, which is hot, but it's not about hot. It's a particular taste. The pepper gita, when the pepper blend with everything else, it gita a particular taste. And when the pepper really work, when Caribbean people cook, Jamaican and Caribbean people cook, you actually don't taste the pepper. Like the people them who cook, them taste it, but when everything blend together and the pepper taste blend up with everything, it produces a final taste where it's not about the pepper. It's not about the seasoning salt by itself. It's not about the pepper by itself. It's not about the garlic by itself. It's not about any one by itself. It's a production where they all come together and they produce a result that is a product of the constituent parts. A certain amount, because you can't have too much of this, you have to have a little bit of that and thing and that and that and that. And that is where the skill of the cooking come in. So for us, yeah, pepper hot. Pepper hot. But for us, it's not about the hot. It's about the flavor. So when I came to America, and white folks have this thing with one pepper named Tabasco. Right? And Tabasco just hot. It don't have no flavor. It's just hot. And they're into it just being hot, and you're a gangster if you can't eat it hot and da-da-da-da, whatever. And I have a lot more pepper too, now where it, it's just being hot. Now me work with the Tabasco, and couple other pepper with them, because if you go like a Ruby Tuesday, and them place, sometimes them we all have a look of steak sauce or have a look of pepper in there. So you work with them or whatever, but again, them never really, the emphasis wasn't on, well, yeah, you have some people, the taste and the flavor, but overall, for them, pepper was just being hot. Of course, the pepper of choice for us in Jamaica is Scotch bonnet pepper, right? That is the grandmammy of them all. And Scotch bonnet have flavor. When I went to Japan and China, and when I went to Ghana, they cook with pepper, and it's about the flavor. So Africans and Asians, it's about the flavor. And so it is that for me, I like pepper, but it's about the flavor. And I'm not just hear my salad story. I know it intersect with the dressing and the salad. And people, all of what I've just detailed and said, of course, it's content. I'm doing a show, and the idea is to produce stuff for you that is of interest and that you can think about and share and all these things and whatever. But I'm saying all this to say, I want you to know I found this. It's called Tangy Thai, right? Let me see. Ocean's Yellow, soy free, yeah, right? You see it says dressing and marinade or marinade, whichever you want to pronounce it. See, it have some pepper there. People, when I tell you that this sauce here, it just hit the spot. I do like Thai food. I'm a little bit careful with it now because Thai food, they're very into peanuts, yeah. And KJ is just chronically allergic to peanuts. So, my second son, he just not theme thing. But anyway, this dressing, yeah, man, me I tell you, man, it pepper doing, man, I tell you from now, but it's pepper with flavor. But if you can't manage pepper, this probably is not for you. But again, it pepper, but it no pepper for just pepper sake, just hot stuff, That's not what it is. It's pepper with flavor. And like I was just explaining that for us, it's not about the pepper by itself. We don't say it for hot, For us, it's about how everything come together, the seasoning and give the thing a particular taste that we appreciate. And I go say I don't know what them put in this, but it's right here. This mouth-watering sesame tahini based dressing gets its heat from red jalapenos and red peppers, gluten-free, soy-free, and vegan. You'll be tempted to put it on everything. People, you see that everything there? Yeah, man, let me tell you, man. Everything. Me love it, me love it, me love it, me love it, me love it so till because when me start put it on my salad, man. And it just make the salad taste good, But just eat enough salad, and whatever. I say, yo, see, this is what it's about. This make it taste good. Then me start put it on other food we buy, and it just make them the taste good too. One day me buy some food or a golden crust and it have two boiled dumpling left and thing. And then usually we do that, the Caribbean thing, then you cut the dumpling in half and you fry them. Sonia, you probably don't know about that. Okay, ask your gentleman about that and whatever. But one of the things that we love in Jamaica, And strange enough, I thought all Caribbean people did this, but apparently some of them don't. But one of the things we love in Jamaica is like after dumpling boil and cook, like the next day we cut it and fry it, and it have this, fry it in a kind of crisp brown, fry. And for us, that's just really good. So me see every dumpling and them and say me I go fry them, and then work now and all these things, me always I move fast and not have enough time. So I say, my mama, I go just hot up them dumpling and throw some of the sauce on it, man. Yo, a murder, man, me I tell you. Yeah, we murder, meaning something good. Okay, man. Work with it. Anyway, so me I put it on everything. So if any of you want to try it, Whole Foods, like many grocery stores and retail stores, they buy for local markets, right? So Whole Foods have a thing where they'll buy from people who produce locally, and they'll buy for what they think their customers in that particular area where the Whole Foods is located want. So they have the standards about things being organic, natural and fresh and all these things and whatever. But they're not necessarily consistent across, all Whole Foods, And so it is that you're gonna go in some Whole Foods and you're gonna see some things that you won't see in other Whole Foods. So you have some things that are just across the board, like Whole Foods have them own brand. I forgot what name. Anytime you see that, so that in every Whole Foods. But most Whole Foods, they have unique stuff in them. Or put it another way, what you would get at a Whole Foods, in Connecticut, you won't necessarily get it at a Whole Foods in Florida, and the converse is true, vice versa. But to the extent that you could check this out, if you have no problem with pepper, well, not no problem, but if you like pepper, right? And I'm aware that for some of you, it's for us in the Caribbean, you have people who don't like pepper with stewed chicken, but when they might eat curry goat, they might say, no, the curry goat have a pepper, curry goat for pepper. You have some people like that. So I don't know, whatever makes your boat float, right? But I'm telling you, you try, it's Ocean's Halo, soy-free, tangy, Thai, right? When the word Thai, you don't pronounce the H, right? It's Thai, right? But it's spelled Thai, and it's not tangy, it's tangy, into the GYE. Right, so it's Ocean's Halo, soy-free, tangy Thai dressing, and there it is again. Right? Let me just show you. That's my new find, and we're in love. We're in love. We're in love. We're in love. I'm a woman this. I'm a woman this right now. Yeah. Tangy Thai dressing and I know how to put it on everything. Right? My lady that pepper to my thing. You understand? Yeah. Wagwan people and tomorrow hour something man. Dog bite up in the place already. Mango up in the place already. And thing. Lloyd Clark said, when at the wedding? Tell me, darling, when do you want to get married? Tomorrow at the party, people, if you don't get your ticket, make sure you get your ticket and sitting. All right? And remember, the easiest way for you to get your ticket is just send me a text, right? You tell me, you Zelle me the money. Your name is right there. When you come, you just show your ID, and you're going. Easy peasy. All right, that is the easiest way to go. But of course, you could buy online. Some people are not internet savvy and things, so when you know want to do the online thing, I understand that. So those people, you can just send me a text, and again, send a text to the 929 number. Don't send it to the 646 number. Send it to the 929 number. 929 400 1249. 929 400 1249. 929 400 1249. Just send me a text to that number. I mean, that is the WhatsApp number, but it is also a regular Verizon number. So you just send me a text to that number and thing, and I'll talk to you, and then you sell me the money. You just give me your name that is on whichever identification you'll use at the door. If you bought, say you buy 3 tickets or 4 tickets, like some people did, you just need your name. You just need one name. If all are coming at the same time, right? We had to clarify that with somebody. I had to clarify that with somebody today, right? If you're coming in at different times, you have to give me all the names. If all are not coming at the same time, if the 4 are not coming out, you just need one name, and that one name will say 4 regular admission or 4 VIP. Boom. So we just bring in, see the ID that one person come and one person to show with the 3 people. But I never thought of it before, and somebody brought it up, and I was like, damn. But if you're coming in at different time and you're buying ticket for somebody who's not going to come in at the same time that you're coming in, right? You have to give me all of the names, all right? Jamaican Dolly, I say reggae. I'm assuming that's supposed to be raga. Are you having a graduation party? Yes, Jamaican Dolly, you look like you don't know what going on. It's tomorrow night at Amazura in Queens. Right? Been advertising it all over, right? It's one not to be missed. It's called Laugh and Dance. Remember, you can also buy your tickets online at eventbrite.com. Eventbrite.com. I'm going to give away some tickets today. So again, you can buy your tickets at eventbrite.com. Eventbrite.com. Just go under New York and put in Laugh and Dance. Or you put in Ragashanti, it will bring you to it, and then you can buy online. Again, I see people buying tickets online, very good. And I see the buying of the tickets picking up, right? What this thing in there? Yeah, see it pick up and thing, So let me just see. Right, so just go to eventbrite.com, EVENTBRITE, eventbrite.com, and go under New York and go under Laugh and Dance. Or you can just put in my name and it will come up. And it's Laugh and Dance. And yes, Jamaican Dolly, it's a graduation party, basically, a birthday party, a celebration of new great job that I have at the Spectre Associates law firm. And it's just a celebration of positivity and fun and joy and doing well and being thankful and all that good stuff. So that is what I'm celebrating. And I'm inviting you all to come out and celebrate the same. And I know some of you may be going through some challenges and some problems and things. Me, I might look to stress them too and whatever. But I'm happy to say that my blessing, there was a time when my stress exceeded my blessings. But that is for your time. As the Bible says, 7 years of famine and 7 years of abundance, right? Don't care how tough the time is. There can be good times to come if you open your mind to it. the people them who miserable and cantankerous them entire life, they have a lot to be thankful for. They're just not. Them just focus on things if it just make them miserable. And when they're miserable, they want, their miserableness becomes infectious, right? But just be reminded, even in good times, when things good, something may happen where things don't stay as good as they were. That's just life. That's just life, right? It's the roller coaster of living. It's the roller coaster of being. And for some people, the roller coaster have deeper dives and higher ascent. But nonetheless, everybody go through ups and downs, right? But again, it's the attitude that you go through it with that is important. That is going to determine whether or not, despite whatever problems you may be experiencing, that you remain relatively happy throughout whatever it is that's going on, right? That attitude. So, the attitude that we are bringing in at the party tomorrow, and we're looking forward to that, don't it? Big things tomorrow, right? Again, laugh and dance, Ragashanti celebration party, Tam Fam celebration party and thing. People them flying already, dog bite flying already and thing. Mango flying already and thing. Yeah, some people are flying tomorrow and sitting there. People are come from Hardbow, people are come from Canada and thing. People are come from California and sitting and whatever. All right, so it's gonna be an event in tomorrow. Seeing we want to know if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, get it. We know so the pandemic made many of us kind of like the pandemic make a lot of people kind of like, you know what? I love me hard, I love me hard. Yeah. And the pandemic kind of makes some people don't want to go out as much. I am very thankful that all these people, there are a bunch of people who are saying, a bunch of people say, Raga, I really, well, yeah, a whole heap of people come my event, but them not go out, them not party, them not that's something. They have fun, but them have fun different ways than for go party or for go somewhere music or play. It's just not their thing, And of course, a lot of them, in my age group, so they tend to be older or whatever. So certain experience, they don't really, it's not something compelling for them, like them Africa way in the Pana, what we say in the Pana, wherever, knock or whatever the case may be. But they come to my events, and they come to my event to support me. And I'm very, very grateful for that. But also, they, a lot of people come to my events, they say, no, but your events are just different. The quality is different. People are just so friendly and appreciative and nice to each other, and it's a family atmosphere, and they like the music because all my events are grown and sexy music, so them like the atmosphere there, and at my events people don't misbehave, people don't. It's not that crowd, people don't get unruly and them something there. People are just respectful of each other, and we usually play, play the Berries them and the Sanchez and the 90s, so on, whatever. But we mix it up too, with some nice like a jiggy, Jamaican flavor type of thing, where we generally don't hear. Chris Cross is really good at that. Tony Mataran has played for me at events before, so him know my style. Tony Mataran is actually very flexible, But anybody who go party who know Tony Mataran is one of the original black and white DJ. And it's a year somebody in Jamaican entertainment say, yeah, it's a black and white event. What they're really saying is that is it a grown event where big people music, where a certain type of music play, which is, usually not, the crazy, graphic young people, something and thing, whatever, right? So Tony Mataran, him have him own style, him know if you adjust with that and whatever. But of course, his gift is the things he says when he play them, and then crisscross of glamour Wayne, big selector that and thing. Jimmy Q, I go shell it and thing. Jimmy Q is very good with that type of music and thing. But that is what play at my events. So you have a lot of people just love come my event for that, So yeah, people just support me. Yeah, people, I love to support you, but me enjoy the event them. And then you have people just like, this is the only time I go out, Raga. and this is the time when I just go out and I have fun. When I go to your event, that is when I go out. That's the only time I go out. That's the only time I want to go out and da 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 da. And then now, you have people now who love to come to the event because they get to meet people that they heard talking over, for a while or whatever. And so, oh, are you a dog bite? Oh, are you a mango? Oh, are you a Christina Brown Sugar? Oh, are you a Delma? That's something that there's some people who appreciate that and things. So I just want to say big respect to people who, for different reasons or a combination of reasons why you like to come to my events. I just want to say big respect to them for that. But it's always great, right? So I just want to come on, come party, throw off the pandemic blues and thing, and just come party and have some fun, some good natured quality fun. All right. Nakita said, don't have to print my ticket, right? Just show the email. You don't have to print your ticket. But we just need to see that there's a code there. There's a barcode thing in there. You just need to show that and thing because that is what makes each ticket unique, where them can duplicate it because you have all kind of scammer, You have some scammer in New York, them just sit down and them wait for the people event a keep and thing, and then them go print ticket like what you have and sell and them something there. And we have had some problems with some of those over the years, different ways and things. So let's make sure that the barcode thing you can show when you're forward, all right? So we're going to give us some ticket right now, and I'm going to just call in if you don't want to win a ticket. I have my notepad right here. Okay. I have a good pen. Pen up. Right? And we're going to deal with this after. I just really love this. Yo, if you want to drop in my good book all tomorrow, and say, boy, Raga, I say, big respect, you graduate, and thing. I know, force you and thing, so, all a salad dressing, tangy tie, you will be a god. You will be a god. You bring this here to me, you will be a god. You will be revered. I will remember you eternally, right? If I'm going in heaven, I'll stand at heaven gate and I'm like, God, I ain't ready to go in yet because this lady that gave me a tangy tie, salad dressing, I'm waiting on her because Maria tired them waiting in a master guy. You see me? Okay? That's it. All right. So, if you want to win a ticket and don't get bright, the ticket them way, I can probably give you a VIP ticket, a special VIP ticket if somebody does something extra. But we'll see about that. So if you want to win a ticket right now, give me a call, 646-880-9161, 646-880-9161. And I ask that if you win a ticket, if you come to compete for a ticket, it must be that you would go to the event. Don't win a ticket and don't go to the event, okay? Right? Don't just play for fun because you want to play for fun, And I said 200 other on there, so but it's only 85 people like the live. Make sure you like the live, please. Just like it. It makes a difference with YouTube when you do. All right? Like the live. I can make sure this thing the mic something I go up and down. Hey, it's working, so I could give thanks. And I bought a new mixer. And that is why I'm becoming buy a new mixer, which is also an audio interface. So hopefully things will be better off and can just be standardized and thing, and hopefully the software will cooperate with this mixer as opposed to having to deal with multiple software, the streaming software I'm referring to. I don't know the look of drama that I've been going through. All right. 646-880-9161. 646-880-9161. If you want to win a ticket, you call in. And while you do that, one of a long time Tom farmer, for a long time in Jamaica. I mean, I know a reason, because, should buy 2 tickets, Zell $80 for 2 regular tickets or whatever, and so forth. And me and I did a reason, and I said, boy, Raga, me I go back to Jamaica, And me I said, you go back to Jamaica for one? I said, boy, I'm too sexy for you, so. But she's usually like that, She's outrageous for a long time. So I think she had a joke, and she said, no, serious. And she said, boy, say, my daughter did for drive come down and whatever, so. And me alone I go drive come down from, she's in Massachusetts. She alone I go drive from Massachusetts, come down and whatever, because she said, no, me have to go to your party. Boy, I have to give thanks to them loyalty there, But she said, yeah, so she there about 6 years. 6, she said 9. 6, I think it's 6. And she said, no, me I go back. So I'm used to people giving reasons why they're going back. I'm just retiring, or I'm going to start a business, or, people go back, or like, my wife did it, my husband did it, I go back or whatever, I'm pitting it, something, I'm used to different. Only for years, she said, no man not show me no attention up here. So I'm like, what? And she's like, no man not show me no attention up here. Again, she's in an area in Massachusetts where she said, say one man really come out for me one time or whatever, and come ask me for my number up here, which part me there, and she said, he was a Christian too, I invite me to church. And then she explained further, and I said, boy, she missed Jamaica, man, because Jamaica man no stop step to her and thing and whatever. And she said, don't get it twisted, and I look no man, and whatever, But what she was explaining is that there is something, she appreciates when she's around men who appreciate her and acknowledge her. And I wonder, because she's like, me nah look no man. Me nah want no man for go. Me nah look no man or whatever. But she said that's something with the man, them always a call to you and make comments, and boy, you still good to them, and like, yo, champion, that's something they are asking them. That's something. So I have a friend, Maziki. And Maziki, she's Jamaican, so a colleague of mine. So Maziki went to Chile. No, before Maziki went to Chile, Maziki was just like, yo, the Jamaican man, them too, because Maziki tan good, Maziki set right and tan good. I know if I put on her clothes and look proper and think. Maziki have that something about her way. As a man, me I tell you, say, some women have that something about them just have a quality about them. As you see them, you just imagine all kind of things what you do to them. And ladies, I'm sure you know of men who are like that. You know what I mean? So you want them, your job, them just, some people just have that sexuality, something there. Like, once you see them, you just have wild thoughts, So Maziki have that something about her. So Maziki just used to man and roll up on her and draft her all the while and all these things and whatever. So Maziki just says, why them man and them going, them too desperate, man. And Ray, and she burn out the man, them, Jamaican man, and them go on too much, man, them can't even make people walk in peace and whatever. So she hand it to the Jamaican man, them, pepper them for a long time. Maziki go on and go on and go. Then Maziki go Chile. And Maziki must be there Chile for must like, I don't know, 6 months, 9 months, a year, something like so. Maziki said, no man no look upon her. Well, all of that is within reason, though, because them area there, I think, and at the time when she go, them country there, them are really diverse. But she has said, no man step to her, no man. She said it was just this weird thing when she walked on the road every day, and it's as if she just felt unseen. She felt like, like it becomes almost like a value thing, and she was just like, she said after a while, she said she thought she would have gotten over it, because she was there for a while, and like she got there for 3 weeks or whatever. But she said it just kind of, it became compounded, that lack of, attention. And again, she was clear. She's like, man, I look no man, I never want a man or whatever. But it's like the men, them don't even approach or talk, or them don't want to engage you. It's like that, she never really say it. She never say it, but what she meant was, it's kind of, it's challenging when you live someplace where nobody finds you attractive, but you know what it is to be attractive. So it's different, if all your life, you've been that person who, you're not an attention getter or whatever. So you have other things going on in your life that makes it meaningful. But when when you have experience, when you have lived someplace, when you come from your home country, when man no stop drive for you and want to take it for you and all these things and whatever, but you are now, then you go live somewhere where nobody no see you and thing and whatever. It's, it becomes an existential issue. It becomes a metaphysical issue, meta being outside of the physical, right? It becomes, it's very psychological, and it's, my friend that I was talking to, she said something along the lines like, it's about humanity, She says it's about humanity. It's like, it's like your humanity is not acknowledged. And that is her way of saying, like, I exist. I am here. How can you not see me? I'm not used to this, And then it becomes a question of value, And here she says she want to go back. So, I think probably she shouldn't think of going back to Jamaica. And I'm not saying anything is wrong with going back to Jamaica. I'm just saying, given the reason she wants to go back to Jamaica, that's probably not a good reason. Because she and I are from similar backgrounds. We never born with a gold spoon in our mouth. So to the extent that there are certain provisions in this country that you could take advantage of, it's a good idea. And there are people who can go back to Jamaica and live a wonderful life because they have access to certain resources in Jamaica. They come from certain family, certain background, and they have, they can live safe and comfortable and nice too in Jamaica. There are people who can do that. There are others who can't. Yeah, and I usually advise those people, say, the saying that it never really makes sense to me, but of course I know what it means. When you're on in a lion mouth, take time, take it out. No, don't eat your rice when it's hot. That one the matter. Which never make any sense to me. When else you must eat your rice? But anyway, so I don't think it's a good idea for her to go back to Jamaica. Because there's a lot of people, I can't tell enough people, a lot of people go back to Jamaica. I love my country, this and that, and I don't like that place here, whatever, go back to Jamaica. When I tell you, it's a quick clock, then find them way back up here. For different reasons, right? A lot of them have these romantic ideal of Jamaica and things like that, and Jamaica is a wonderful Jamaica. You can live the greatest life in Jamaica, if you have your money and your resources and everything. But when it comes to some little things where people were important to some people, you can't get a Jamaica, certain attitude or certain things or whatever, and it can get tricky, And I'm not speaking ill of my country, but there's a reality there too where, Jamaica have some significant safety challenges. But again, it's just like any place else. You have some places where it's just not a good idea to go over there. So. But then you have places in Jamaica that's totally peaceful and so forth and things. So. But the biggest mistake most people make who say them want to run go back to Jamaica, the biggest mistake I see them make is they think that the Jamaica that they left 20, 25 years, even 15, 30 years ago, them think 20 odd years ago, them think that Jamaica is the same Jamaica right now. No, it's not. There's some infrastructural changes that look impressive. All kind of thing build up, road, all kind of something. They be like, whoa, look at my country and whatever. But there are some collective attitudinal differences there too that is not the same. So for people who go back with this kind of romantic, nostalgic type of community and everybody live good and whatever. Yeah, Jamaica have all kind of problems. Yeah. And unfortunately too, it subside now. But for a while, people who come from foreign were being targeted, And with several of those people, reaching the ultimate demise, because them come from foreign, Yes, noble girl, you're right. Many reparts are living their best life in Jamaica in gated communities, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. You have people who Jamaica and them live good. But let me give you an example. But you have people who would leave here and have a problem with putting grill upon them veranda, have a problem with putting grill over them window, have a problem with, with just certain things that Jamaicans who are living good in Jamaica, they don't have a problem doing those things. Them just used to it and they come like nothing and them enjoy Jamaica. But you have people who have a problem with them because something there, and if you have a problem with them, something there, it may just grow up and you may get used to it and you readjust. But and just certain things. I like to tell people this story. After being here for years, I went back to Jamaica and I went into a shop downtown Kingston and I ordered a patty. 2 patty. And the man put it 2 patty in the bag. Like him over the other side of the shop. Me in the shop, you know, shop and counter. So I'm over there, some other two party. He put the two party in the bag. Me I expect the man to walk, come down and give me a party. The man put the two party in the bag and the man just slide the party. Deal come see party come and go pop and catch a party and I look for him like, what him just do? What him just do? And my immediate reaction was almost like him diss me. What kind of service this and whatever? And people, I check myself and realize, say, that wasn't the first I was served like that. I was served like that before. It never mean nothing about it. I was served like that before in Jamaica, in a shop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, see a thing there, whatever, boom, and slide. And it wasn't a problem then, because you grew up in it and you're used to it. So now that you come to America, and you're not aware of them, look at something, you know, you pick up some things up there sometime and you don't even realize you pick it up, you know. When you go in a space now and people are behave different, at that time you real, you know, you realize, yo, I don't really feel what them a do or how them a do certain things or whatever, you know. And when that happens, you have to filter the thing quick and check yourself. The hard part is to check yourself. The easy part is when something really bad. Because there's nothing wrong with having traveled and you improve your decency or your respect for people or something or whatever. The other thing I'll tell you, when I was in Jamaica, unfortunately, I used to trouble this man of insane mind. I'm call him Sour in Augustown. And the way me used to trouble him, it was entertaining. People love it. Because I would irritate him. I make him say certain things and whatever. And then years after I go back, older, you know, learn, understand things better in terms of respecting people despite what they might be going through and so forth. And so I come the road and everybody on the road get excited. Yo! Them call me Tipper at the time. Tipper says, so I come and worrying on. It was just this high anticipation for entertainment. And I felt so bad that I used to treat this man that way, you know? And hold on, somebody is hold on. Yeah, I felt so bad that I used to. Somebody's calling on. Remember, if you're calling the show, you have to call a 646 number, right? But if you're calling WhatsApp, you use the 929 number. The 92 for the show, the 929 number is for WhatsApp for the show. For the show, the 646. There you go, this person. Yes, bossy. Yeah,
Mr. Raga.
You figure out the right number for call. Me see you call the other number there. And so what you say?
You need to find a producer. Make the producer come over with you, man.
No, man, we're good. What you say?
But then your town still for your party, but you're not going to know me still. But Raga.
Yeah.
We go down a yard 3 weeks ago, you know.
Yeah.
And I go to town with one of my nephew. And I tell you, say, this a youth where grew up in a Christian house. So we go by 2 parties down Orange Street there.
Yeah.
And the man is like a cage, the man throw the party. When we order the party, we have to pay first. And the man throw the key. So I say, so much people don't. The man say, who will protect the shopkeeper? You think you're going to protect me if I get shot?
Right. Yeah, it's a different
but then now,
reality.
Put on a watch and a different scene.
Mm-hmm.
People, yeah, my party come, serve me anything else, sir? You know, Raga, Jamaica weird.
No, I know weird. It's not weird. It's the same thing here. You just don't. It's the same thing here wherever you go. You go at some of them what we call corner store up here, and you that thing is like a fortress, right?
Hold on.
If you go there,
Hold on. Me work for corner store. Me put security camera and alarm in a corner store in Florida and New York and Detroit.
right?
They ain't like us. They don't like us. They treat us like crap. So me not spend my money with them. They spend their money with me. And for some reason, them seem to attracted to me. But it rough, Raga. It rough and mash up. Anyways, blessed tomorrow night. You see me. I'll send a bottle of champagne for you with your sauce. You're gonna marry. I hope she not get the money.
So what I don't know. So since you come up here, you call Miss Lady there. I will me pick up your voice, you know. Don't play with me now. You call Miss Lady there.
Raga, me let it go still, you know, but she nah take it too well.
But you done with her?
Yeah, but you know, she saying things like, "Can't believe you do me this." That's why I'm not deal with no man. And, yo, I'm basic, yo.
No, but you can't say that. She don't make you know, so she not gonna take the thing for a certain level. So she for say that then.
Raga, me have 53. Me don't know how you feel with life now. Remember when my daddy have 50 and him go buy farmer shop and marry young girl, divorce my mother. But when you get old, you know, there's a thing where you look for somebody to help you out when you can't walk now. Raga, me that America, me see all people who have money. They not nobody around them to help them in a Raga.
Yeah. Well, you know who you for talk to about them something there? You know a lot of Caribbean people, you know, a lot of Jamaican people work in nursing homes that way. Yo, when those people tell you some story or, you know, people get treated or relatives treat them mother and them father and them thing in them place, they're like, yo, I don't know the normal, you know, man. And them just want the money and I wait for them dead and all them something there and whatever. I don't know the normal, man.
Me have shares in a 2 nursing home down in Florida, yeah.
Who have shares in a 2 nursing? You lying, man.
You know what you say about that party? I mean, I tell you, when the girl them tell me some case where people tell them parents are living in Ohio, South Dakota, Colorado, say, Mom, you're going on a vacation down in Florida, and once them drop in the nursing home, then take everything.
Mm-hmm.
So what we have to do down here, so now we have to get them sign a power of attorney saying it happens to them parents and we can't find them. We get them benefits from the government. And in all honesty, a business, if they have any assets that we know about, we are take it. That's where it go. Life rough, yo. Life not good for you, boy.
No, but I'm gonna tell you one where it's like apparently them have some policy in there, like if them say somebody is about to pass, they will call the relatives and thing or whatever, you know. So this lady, you know, she knew that she was about to pass, and she called her children to come, you know. She just wants to see that. And you know, so none of them not come. Tell me something.
Raga, we can't tell you better case
when that happened though, we always assume, say, the children them terrible, right? That is just a natural assumption. Because, you know, okay, your poor mother, she's dying or whatever, you know, come. But is it the case that sometime when, you know, some of them people, them are pass on and nobody not care about them, isn't it the case based on how them used to live to and how them used to behave with them people when them did out the road?
Let me say something to you.
Yeah.
Let me say something to you. When I grew up, my daddy tell me, say, you have a child, you have to take care of that child for 18 years. That child don't must look back on you. And some people, they speak now when them small. And then remember, say, when Bob Marley, they say, no, once a man, twice a child. And when they get old, and I remember saying, they used to style up the picnic them and deal with them a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
That goes, I've seen that. I've seen that in the business
Right.
where we call the people and say your mother is dying and you're coming down. She say, hell no, that bitch treat me like shit for your man.
Mm.
You understand that, Raga?
Mm-hmm.
So there's two sides of the coin to the story. And the problem with me have with it is the Jamaican people, we find them, the man them treat them daughter bad and them son them pick me bad, and the mother them just don't say nothing, and it is what it is. And then when we get old, you want me to help you and pay all the bills. And I tell you, this is a generation and the pay no bills and helping nobody. It's all about what I can get, what is on social media, and what you can do for me. You know that.
Well, yeah, no, a lot of them young, yeah, them. I really do believe that. I think say, hold on. I think say, and I'm gonna knock them feet, because part of it is like, technology. No, it's technology, it's social media. Listen, when you grow up in humble circumstances, it's unavoidable that you're going to be close. When everybody is sleeping at the same room, I eat, when I broke once when I buy half a bread and I share up and thing, and I grow together, and I ramp together, we play marble, we do this and that together. We never have tablet for sit down by ourselves in one corner. We did have to play together. When we who grew up in a story time, a Nancy time, and we hear about a Nancy and brother Tukuman, Dandy Shandy and Jackson, upscotch and 1, 2, 3 red light and bull in a pen and run down a river and pupa licking a sun, and these children, they grow in a different thing. But I think it's the onus is on the parents as much as possible for govern them thing and pull them away from them something they and go do interactive stuff where the bond and the love it can be fostered and engendered and can grow. So, so I think to some degree it's just the sign. It's just the times. It's not like the parents are necessarily evil or whatever. But I do think that because of those factors and others, like many of these kids nowadays, they grow with less love and bond and less principle and values. To use to regulate their conduct, with their elderly and for sure respect and to be thankful, Now
I'll say something to you. When we did live in the one room with the 4-way, life was great. We take turn, wash the car, everything was good, life was good.
Oh, you had a car?
Yeah. Oh, if you know watch my father car on Saturday, I got no school. Oh.
Okay.
But anyways, things and time have changed. And then now, in my real life, I have a 16-year-old son. I'm away from to live up out of United States and move on. But I was with his mom when he was born. And then me and his mom got divorced when we was 2 years. We used to eat around the table. Then she said she had go back go practice her thing and do her thing. She had got Trinidad. Me and him used to eat. Then me say the eating start going in the bedroom. As a father, I say, oh, it is what it is. Then at the house and a text message me I get say man hungry. And he just disappeared.
Well, the two of you in the house and you get a text
message. See about that.
No, a regular thing that even that text them sibling next door, text them mother downstairs, text the a regular thing.
Downstairs and boy I tell me text say hungry.
I know how old him is.
When 16.
When him did I do that, how old him was? When him a text the same hungry?
Well, them time there.
He was what?
11.
Oh, 11, 12, okay.
And I said the boy, I say, oi, be the right. I say, you can't text me. That's what I want. Can you go get it? I said, what are they? are you slave?
Yeah, them. Yeah, people who work, but yeah, people who work and them that cubicle them in a cubicle. Them not in an office cubicle. And then I text somebody in the next cubicle over, like, so you want to go to lunch? What do you do?
The thing what scared me the most is that was when he was 11, and then him start middle school. And then now, I'll be honest with you, me hit the road hard and I hustle. But then realize my son talk to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell you, say, this, me not care who you worship, but God, I got it now. You know where God do? God make me lose the contract. I'm have to come home, go spend time with my pitney.
So you say God do that?
I got to do it, man.
And why God make you lose the contract?
Because if me never lose the contract, hey, I Florida, I'm there, I'm there. I tell you, I'm there, Fort Lauderdale. I see some pitney involved in something down here.
Yeah, I know. I lived on that side for a while.
Hey, and if it was between when boy come home and see my boy just open the door and say, "What up?" I mean, I say,
"What?" When you say when you come and him see him father, I say, "What up?"
I mean, I say, "What do you mean by what up?" So then now me start checking, and if I was doing good in school, very great in school.
Well, that's good. That's good.
As it touched lunchtime, we left school. But I said, Father, where are we going? And we got me lose the contract. I stay home. I'm start reasoning with him, and he might tell me, hey, Raga, school a scary place in America. He might tell me some things that go on. I say, yeah, go through all of that. He goes, hey, it is what it is. But just know, there's too much drugs for me to try, so I ain't doing that.
Okay.
So God let me lose the contract. And in all honesty, I run on the money. I mean, I see the money. But now, I slow down. I spend time with my son. I'm in football and I'm in band. And we attack and him reason with me anything.
Right. But tell me something, though, before you go, do. So since you're up here now, and you come for party, you go man, you go call Miss Lady if you see if you get her.
No, she can't.
Man, you don't even make me finish my question, man. You go on like say you don't want my man finish them question. I want me to finish my question, man. Sure. Yeah, so what I say is, so you're not going to call her if you just get a look at one round. Since you're up in New York and she been up here and thing like that.
Then I place and she text me, say, me know you there, but you hide from me.
Yeah.
Talk about Florida. I say, I'm still in Florida after work, girl.
Yeah. No, but you have to care for that them look a last sort out. You know much woman breed off a last sort out and just one more time sort out and regret it. But what I say is, you know, so you go say you're not plan for going with nothing up here. You just a discipline thing. You know, go draft here and thing. Because from what you tell me, I think up, I sort out up, I think good like that, No.
Listen to me carefully.
You see, the best you ever get. You're the best you ever get. But remember, a mass Raga say, the thing you love the most, the thing you need the most, what Raga say?
You're not giving us time to talk, boss.
Right,
say after, and then I sleep at the hotel with the right one and near American farmers there, so.
You can tell people which way you going to tell. Go on.
Monday now me pick her up and carry down a Manhattan, down my spot down a Manhattan, and spend 3 days. I now come back to Florida till about Thursday, Friday. Yeah, I look for her, but
okay.
Listen, man, it's either me or the area Raga. Me a Jamaican, I'm a different it. I'm a weak Jamaican.
Yeah. But when you get back that sort out there, you can hold your harder with it and you can enjoy it and not make it mash up your head.
No, Raga, Raga, have a good evening. May God bless you.
No, big and serious though. As your general, me I tell you now. If you want to take a one round and thing. But here, what me I tell you now. You have to govern your thing, right? Because you don't know, say, what set the thing different, right, So, because I remember say I think good like that, you say the best, you're not stranger to that something there. And you say the best that she give and whatever. But so, run it and thing. If it run, it run. But what me I say is, Don't lose your mind to it, all right? All right? Just stand up in a Gideon and thing.
You can't talk anything. You can't talk anything in a Raga.
No. Well on. If anything, do like me the first time something reach me. Just come out of it, man, and just start cuss her about our front, man. Just
Again, Raga.
Yeah.
Pass at the stage. Give compliments, say it's good. Miss like you to call you last week, the issue.
What you just say? You say you was like Duchess? What you mean?
I say it good and it great. I also turn back and say it not good.
No. Don't let me tell you something. The secret to one of the secret to self-control. And it's a woman may learn this from too again, right? One of the secret to self-control is to acknowledge when something have an incredible power over you. By acknowledging it, you're able to control it. The man them we can't control the thing, them are the one them we convince themselves say, oh, this and that and this and that can't reach me. I could have never do that. I could have never weak to a woman them made and it could have never sweet. So yeah, that's where. At them man they always get catch off guard,
And them always get mad.
And them always get mad, and them always turn on and kill woman and kill himself and thing and all them something whatever.
Me know the program, but I tell you the truth. Me not go this because me know when me start out, what you think? Hey, enough mommy to down in Florida, Raga.
Yeah, no. No, but me that's why I know nothing wrong do because to me they are trouble and thing, but nothing because some man, them afraid, the reason why I say it is because me they go through that something there when me feel safe a woman I dash it out from me. Me not supposed to say no, because something wrong with that. What you mean? Rock her with a rotted no, yes, if she deserve a no for whatever reason, whatever space saying. I just tell her, I say, B, me not there to say, I don't want your front tonight, Bill.
Me in New York from Tuesday, Raga.
Yeah.
Every day she link me, I say, me that Florida, I have time to you, I love me, man. And then she sent out a message to that still, we say, all right, boss, I go love you, but it's all right. Just remember the good things.
Yeah. All right, then enjoy yourself. Get a call in the night and prep for tomorrow.
The one them heart weak, Raga. You ever hear the old man them at the bar say me weak?
Well, you bring her come to the party tomorrow?
No, she not do party.
She not
a party.
Okay.
That's one thing me rate it that. Them things that she not that.
But this is what I'm suggesting to you. When you go to her, buy her a bottle of Tangy Thai. Right?
It's fast, boss.
Buy this. Yo, them people, if them ever know me, they are promote them thing or whatever. They'll be like, what?
You need to live Jeff Bezos performance.
We need to live what Jeff Bezos for Whole Foods. No, man.
Yes.
No. Me I tell you, man, the thing have me weak, when me I tell you, any of this was a woman, me tell you, be a bad word already, Right? Be a bad word, Yeah. John, any of this Tangy Thai was a woman or whatever. And you hear when it named to Tangy Thai, right? It could be Thai and the Tangy,
Very strong. I'm blessed to
Yo, listen to me now. May I tell you from now, you and everybody. May I big up everybody who will support my party tomorrow, buy them tickets and come.
I don't think me that plan.
Hold on, man.
That plan put on gift card, but Tangy Thai.
Hold on, man. And when I said, I just want to say a special big up to all of who fly in, buy on a ticket, come in and thing and whatever. And especially some people link me and I say, Raga, the hotel fee them, hotel rate them up, them man and whatever. And some people still come. Yo, big respect. Yeah, New York. And which part with the basically between the two major airports, them LaGuardia and JFK, right? So, and that make the rate them just go up, But some of us want to say big thank you to all on and thing, all right?
No, good man. But the day I call your friend and she come carry me go to the Whole Foods and pick up 2 bottles of stuff.
Yeah, man. And Tangy Thai, and then probably you could taste her thigh and see if it is tangy.
Have a good evening, Raga. Goodbye.
All right, Papa. All right. my God. So what happened to that? What happened if her thighs or her tangy, you know? Have a little tangy is like it have a little kick to it, you know. Or tangy can also mean it's a tad bit citrusy. Yo, but I appreciate you, who understand me, appreciate my silliness, or whatever, because life is such, boy, me always have to enjoy life and laugh and, and we can't be goofy and stupid and silly, we don't know, just, Yo, would you believe I've dated women who literally say, why are you always joking? I remember one, that was her exact words. This was the University of the West Indies. Bright woman. And she's like, why are you always joking? And I go, I think you need to flesh out that question somewhere because the way you ask it, it could be easily interpreted like to be a stupid question, but I think you're somewhere, but, And she said, indeed I am. Indeed I am. And she said, I've dated women who were always preoccupied with my potential and what I could achieve and what I could do and whatever and all these things. And most of them, they meant well for me. And most of them, they were drawn to me based on where they think I was going. But it always had something to do with politics. You could be an MP, you could be this and that. And what they didn't realize is that up to that time, I lived a very rough life. I lived a very rough life and thing, and after getting my PhD, I just experienced a kind of liberty and a sort of power where I could just be happy, I could just be happy and be free from, all these bounds of what I am supposed to do, and I was particularly sensitive of to some of the things that are characteristic of our country, Jamaica, post-colonial society, in terms of who are nobody and who are somebody and thing, whatever. I mean, it just touch about them thing there, and me just in a zone where I just didn't want to just relax and easy and just be myself and laugh, when you get the when you live a life where you go through certain things and whatever, it make you and you reach a point where you fight your way out of it. You reach a point where you appreciate simple things, and you just love it that you can be joyful and just just enjoy what is around you, enjoy people, enjoy things. And you don't necessarily want to go run a country or to be an MP or to be a CEO or whatever. You just want to have fun. You just want to have fun and make people have fun. And that was what. So then they always have this problem. So she was just like, don't, you joke too much. And when you joke too much, people won't take you serious. She was right. If you joke too much, people not going to take you serious. But what she didn't understand is I didn't care. I want to joke when I want to joke. I made to reach a point where I could have joked more and laugh more and enjoy more life. So, allow me make me joke. You understand? She never did get that, and a couple of see, I was at these people who, like you could be so much more. But you know what is interesting? In academia, amongst academics, a PhD is a bigger deal than a professional degree. The PhD is the highest degree you can get in education, right? Them have some of them called postdoc. Post mean after, after your doctorate. and thing, but those are not really degrees. They're just kind of like additional supplemental things to your PhD. But amongst academics, like a PhD is the easy, PhD up there, amongst intellectuals, bona fide intellectuals, so to speak. So, I got my PhD, and but a PhD is a bigger deal in Jamaica than it is here in America. A PhD is not a bigger deal in America. It's not a bigger deal. It's a bigger deal. But anyway, so after I got my PhD, there was some attention given, and understandably, given where I was coming from the streets and everything. And so that was that. So now that, as you all aware, I know of a law degree. And this has been a lesson to me. This has been a lesson to me, an awakening. Would you believe that from Jamaicans, particular Bossy Jamaicans, I am getting a bigger response from them for the law degree than the PhD. My friend Martin Siblis, my best friend, he's also a JD PhD, just that he got it in the reverse. He got a law degree, then he got his PhD. And we were having a conversation, and I'm like, Martin, it's weird. They think the law degree is a big deal. The reaction is bigger than the PhD. And Martin is like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah. Because Martin is not really in the circle that I'm in. And, Martin was never outrageous like I am, back in the day or whatever. And I'm like, yeah. And for us, it's weird. For us, it's weird because, again, we in academia, like, PhD is a thing. But for a lot of these people, law degree is a thing. Now, when you reason it out, I kind of understand it because, when you grew up and you can be anything in life. You can grow and be anything in life. What if two first professionality in them say, you could be a lawyer or a doctor? Now, whatever it is that caused that, and there are different explanations for it, but for whatever it is, lawyer and doctor, well, definitely in our setting in Jamaica, has always been the two most talked about profession, like the zenith of educational achievement. And so if you're a lawyer and a doctor, you're the easy, type of thing, No, but when you grew up, nobody said you could be a PhD. Like, nobody even talk like that, but lawyer, doctor. And that is part of why people accord more importance to a lawyer and a doctor. Now, there's a practical element to it also, because most lawyers and doctors make more money than most PhDs. No, it's true. A lot of people who are PhDs, the type of personality that is attracted to getting a PhD is very often not consumed with making money. Because the rigor, the intellectual rigor that is involved in obtaining a PhD is such that you have to really love learning to go through that. You have to really love acquiring knowledge, and the requirement of a PhD is that you must produce independent scholarship, like something never before or whatever, in order to obtain your doctorate. And you have to do all these classes. Then you have to do what we call comms, comprehensive exams. Then you have to do this. You have to have a committee. Then you have to do your dissertation proposal. And then you have to write a dissertation with the advice of the members of your committee. And it's just this long, arduous, rigorous type of thing where you have to love it. You have to love it to do it, And so you find that people who get PhDs generally are, them appreciate money, but money is very often not the highest priority, While people who get professional degrees like MBA, lawyers and doctors and them something there, and engineers and so forth, um, they usually have an eye on like, this is to make some money, But I'm saying all this to say, and I know that I'm on a YouTube channel. Yo, since I became a lawyer, there are all these people who they've never given no knowings, they've never knowings or whatever. Them did have all kind of problem with me or whatever, and this and that, and I've been getting them, some of them email and text and, hey you, hey, long time, da 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 da. We should do lunch sometime, we should do coffee and thing or whatever. Them never used to chat to me. All with the PhD, them never in me. Let me say it again. All these years of me having my PhD, which again, is the highest degree you can get in academia. And them not care. I'm not giving no knowings, and them talk up things about me and whatever. And, take my beating and thing or whatever. Or them not in me. Me not a problem with them, because them not in me not in them either, whatever. You stay over there, so me still. I'm a good, Right? I've been all these years, I've been, see me, I do my thing. I was doing my thing for a while with Tambourine Radio. I keep my local show them, I do my thing or whatever. So it wasn't a problem to them nowadays, but the law degree, hey, I'm coming through New York, So for me, it's like, she a heal me, him a heal me, but him not into me, she not into me or whatever. But I don't know. I think for them, some of them is like, oh, you're a lawyer now. You're good. You're good again. We can give you. You're deserving of our attention now. And my friend and Martin, Martin is like, you should go. And I'm like, nope, I'm okay. And then his argument is like, yeah, but don't have them. I'm like, me not have them up on thing because I said them, I know they don't care about me. It's about the law degree. So I said, no, that's part of the thing, man, and whatever. And so he and I will argue about it all the way. I said, but why it hurt? I mean, you have coffee, you get older now, and you can't just, have lunch with them, dinner with them, or whatever. You made relationships may build out of it, and them may learn something more from you or whatever. And but we argue because I still have a little difficulty getting past like, why now? What changed now? Why now? I mean, I talk about people who not even on social media, them talk to me, Not even on social media. I never have a friend on social, not even one time. Me used to comment on enough of them thing or whatever, and then I stop. And they never comment on it. Because there's this thing where we don't want anybody to see us associating with Ragashanti, because, he used to do that Slack out of order show and think, because that's a big thing with them, It was like, because a lot of the out of order thing, them, they go viral, People were calling in the show having sex. But anyway, so I know that for a lot of them, it's like, Ragashanti is persona non grata. My thing is, I have no problem with that. I had no problem with that. If you felt like, you don't want to associate with me because I'm too outrageous, I'm talk about sex too much, that's cool. I am totally cool with that. I have no problem with that. But don't come now. Suddenly you're making overtures at me and you're offering invites and whatever. And then I'm supposed to reciprocate now because you find me cool now? Because of a frigging degree? We have a deadlift anyway. Which me never do for no status or nothing. Me do it because I do it for make some money for me paying them. As in hear me telling over and over and over again. Who the hell are going to take on all them stress at this stage of them life? Like, it have to be a compelling reason, So I just don't care for the hype of it. I really don't give a F. But, and I have no problem if you have a problem with me. That's cool. I don't like everybody. Me not like everybody, so I don't expect everybody to like me. So if you don't like me, you don't like me. And then if you think I'm disgusting or awful or whatever, that's cool. But don't come now. You invite this and that, all of a sudden you invite. And then if me not go now, because I'm not rude to them, I'm not rude to them. Some of them I just don't respond. And some of them I just gracefully say, nah, whatever. But for some of them it's like, where am I going so far, whatever. And I'm like, what the you not chat to me. All these years you didn't chat to me. Man, you did good. And you stop talking to me, fine. And I know you want to come to. Yeah. Life. Raga, me want it to buy some food. Raga, me want it to buy some food. Spicy big $100. Spicy, I make trouble, Okay. No, I still want to give away some tickets today. 646-880-9161. Call in and I'll ask you to do something. Of course, I can't tell you before. That will take away the fun out of it. And I will ask you to do something to win a ticket to the show tomorrow. Why is everybody with these things, the Raga Biggie a Million? Oh, because of women, I said, well, oh. Yeah. 646-880-9161, 646-880-9161, 646-880-9161. Verona, if I tell you, only somebody like you would know certain thing, if I tell you, I have some verb, I have to tell you also about a thing differently, Oh, God. People, you see, if you and somebody you did think you and somebody did good, and you and them, you think them did good, and if somebody go say you said this and that, that and this, and then believe it right away, and just start add on it and done you, and never once give a call and say, yo, so me here I look at thing and whatever, me don't know what is what, so me just ask about it and whatever, really. You see, if somebody do that, that person they rate you. Person they respect you. Somebody call and say, so me I look at son or whatever, me don't want to follow up the foolishness or whatever, but if you really say that and thing, we really need for ash this out or whatever, me just need for know, and then call you. So that person they rate you. You see, if you're the person never good or tight like that, fine, and then somebody tell them something and then believe it, who cares, You and them never good like that, so if them believe it, then believe you. But if you think that you and somebody did good, you and them did good, and you rate them, and you defend them, and whatever, and then somebody go say so and so, only for years so them walla up and beat you, leave that person alone. You don't even need to argue with them. that person was never your friend. That person have a certain character and some certain traits where you can't do without. You don't even need an argument or nothing. Yeah, undercover hate a long time. Right? Leave it alone. Just allow them. And if them a beat you now and them never once. Again, when I talk one them where you say you and them never good like that. When I talk them. Because see me rate you. And somebody comes and and me rate you whatever. Me I gonna say, no, you know, so me not say she not say that, you know. Me not say him not say that, you know, but me not lie, me not see him say that or me not see her say that because I'm a link that, you know. Most people them know my thing when them come to me with certain thing about certain people. Me tell them say, you know, so me not gonna say what you say about her or about him are not true. I mean, not gonna say you no experience that, you know. But honestly, that is not the person me know, you know. So yeah, if me rate you like that, me I tell you, me not for cuss you. I tell her, say no. Me not think say she a go do that, I'm gonna do that. But you see, if it reach a point now where me feel say, yo, something frig up go on, you see, me rate you, me I call you. Me I go to you. Big man. You know, I look a sound, say so and whatever. I don't even know what is what, you know, but anything go so, or whatever, can me rate you. But you see, if you think somebody you think you rate and whatever, and them here look a foolishness, and as them here say you say this about them or that about it, them jump on it and start add on 10 million things and whatever. And start reel out all some things where you never know, say, them are pre you for a long time, but them just get licensed enough for come out with it and thing. Them are dirty people. Right? Remember. When most people always have warned me long time, I never understand, you know, but just ignore it. And I say, Raga, all them people who you think are your friend and them only people you have around you and thing, and friend them, you know. You just have something where them want to be a part of, or you have something where them want, something where I may never listen and learn me listen. But me just I tell you no. When them type of situation unfold, should they unfold, and think, that person was never your friend. That person never in your corner. You just accept it and think, and you just. And like me always say, don't even wish them bad. Don't do that. Don't wish bad for them, because if you do that, you're just going to be like them, you know. You just give thanks, say the thing reveal, and as bad as it is, it could have been worse. Because the worst thing you can have, you know, when you go through hell, you know, somebody who you thinking of your corner, ready for use that for tear you down, you know. So if you go through a thing where you realize who is who and what is what, with very little loss, give thanks. Give thanks. And like me always tell people, certain things happen with me at the right time. I'm going to tell you, say the right. My sister say, oh God. You can't tell my sister. My sister say, oh God. Because, you know, you transition of certain things and whatever, and you do certain things. Some, you know, you can't behave certain way, you know. Certain people go do business with you or you know, if you're in a foolishness with, pick the foolishness with, you know what I say? And then no, you don't want the energy around you too when you're gone in your new space of growth, you know? So sometimes things look away, but you know, you should be thankful sometimes, because we always say, oh, so now you go through a tribulation and you know realize the reason why you go through it. And, you know, I'm think that whatever. I mean, I was hear my mother talk about that in the church and that's one of them things there. And then you're transitioning in one new space now. People don't want to see you in there and look, you know, nobody wants it. you're an attorney, yeah, you know, mix up and that kind of foolishness. Them don't want them something there. You know, it happened at the right time. It was a blessing. It was a gift. Where who for clear out, you know. So yeah, so look a sound and thing or whatever. I'm not paying no mind, people. I'm not paying no mind. I just people talk and like I always say, there are tons and tons of people out there in the world that them don't see. Them don't see them people, and them people are out there. Them not see them not talk about them or anything. But them see me. Or if in your situation, them may see you and I talk about you. Yeah, them I talk bad things and whatever, but it's called negative attention, you know? So them have to say bad things. A whole heap of good things happened for me recently. And people have been just, you know, sharing in the joy and the growth, you know, and being positive about it and thing and whatever. And them not talk about them something there. Nobody them not talk about them something there. Make me ever go book my tour. Make me ever go book my tour. You know, hear how much this and that and whatever. This all of a sudden, God love them more than anybody else, and me and Satan are par and all them. I saw them turn, man. I pay them no mind. Them just can't help but wish bad for people and all these things. That's why I tell you don't wish bad for them. Because remember, you know, it's cliche, but it's true. Whatever you sow, that you shall reap. Me believing in that. Me believing in that wholeheartedly. Me believing in that. Whatever you put out, that will come back to you. Me see some people put out some wickedness and some evil. And when it come back to them and whatever, there's nobody no ball out louder than them, you know. Nobody are the biggest victim than them, you know. And nobody no closer to God than them, you know. I know the devil wicked and whatever. And them really don't see what them did do, you know. Them really don't see what them did do and whatever. You understand? Love them people, them man. Yeah, don't even pay them no mind. Just keep it moving. Just keep rising. Just keep pushing and thing. You understand? Remember that saying there, you know. I think I have it on my Instagram. You see if I can play it. The one with the eagle. I love it, you frig. Bad like yours. I have to find it, you know, but it, you know, basically, I must say, a crow are one of the few birds that will go text it upon an eagle, you know? You know, an eagle is usually, you know, interpreted represent excellence, you know, and thing. And I said, boy, a crow, like the crow, them love fast with the eagle, them, you know, or probably they delete it, you know. Yeah, because me I scroll on yes, and me clean up some things. Yeah, I said the crow takes it upon the eagle. But him say when the crow are go on and I kick up rumpus with the eagle no answer the crow, the eagle no argue with the crow, the eagle no fight with the crow. Yeah? So what the eagle do? The eagle just start fly higher and higher and higher. The crow are go on and I kick up and I go on and the eagle just fly higher and higher and higher. Higher, higher. Michelle Obama said when they go high, we go, when they go low, we go high, right? And them say when the eagle just fly, go right up, the crow can't fly at the eagle's height. Think about that for a second. You know, if you have certain capacities and abilities and things, and whenever you manifest them, and you know, say, some people who are fling them out for you, them can never roll with you up this. You know? Never, ever. But because you did have them around you and thing and whatever, them reach a point where them things say, not only you and them I see them thing, them start all go on and on, you know? Cause them true self a come out, you know. But like them say, what is a kill them with success, you know? I don't want to kill nobody, you know, but I want success, you know. So if them want dead, I for them business, you know. But yeah, man, when the crew at take set point, you just fly higher and higher and higher. Because at some point, the crew have to just drop off, and watch you go up because the crew can't fly at the height. Cannot fly at that height. Your height or your height. Load the crew of them. Load them. Don't answer them. Don't follow them up. Don't respond to them and things. Make them go and talk. Because them are going to have more to talk about. Because them can't fly at them heights. You see it? Zine? All right. Line about in our... Who is this spicy person? This spicy person at the YouTube chat, this person sounds serious. Spicy. Raga, beg you $100 no, please. Raga, I want to buy some food. Me like you. You look like my ex, Raga. Yes, me I beg you $100 for buy some food. Me serious. I'm hungry. Raga, please. Raga, can I pin my number so I can call me, sir? I want some groceries. That's all I'm asking for, some food. Well, people, as I explained to you before, like, I spontaneously did a thing where they had helped somebody. And several of you contributed to that help. Oh, I forgot to tell you now. $120 more did come in, and I sent that to her also. All right. Again, so on top of the $500, $120 more did come in. I'm going to send that $120 to her also. But, you know, I've been doing this for a while, and, you know, whenever you do that and thing, it sometimes it opens a door, you know? You know, that, you know, where you're approached by others who want similar benefits. And I'm very clear that, you know, Muta Baruka taught me this in radio a long time ago, you know. Right, and I never quite listened to him, but Muta said, if you're helping people, help them off the radio. Never you help on radio. But I help people on radio all the time. I just follow my spirit. But Muta thing was just help off radio, because once you open that door there, that thing that will just keep coming at you and thing, and you won't be able to do your show good and all these things, you know? So may I see them post there and thing, and do what I can do and on a contribute and thing and whatever, but you know, I run a show and that's not what it's about. And I do help people outside of the show. And I don't know, big help. It's a little much and thing and whatever, but I do what I can do based on my mother's teachings and thing, you know. And but I have responsibilities, you know. I have 3 young kids that if I think about them future and thing like that, and I wanna lazy, I wanna workless, you know. So we work hard, don't. So we work hard, but we work hard for help when we can and do a look at something. But at the same time, we have to learn from our mistakes too. And when you have responsibilities, you see the world differently and your conduct is different and whatever. And the awkward and uncomfortable part is sometimes you have to respond differently to some situation. Yo, when me did you eat, me telling you, from what day you have all these people who are linked me and I say, sir, Jamaica, and we call them teacher. It's a British thing. We call our teachers sir and the male teachers sir and female teachers miss. It's just a school thing. And these grown people, married with kids and whatever and doing real well and they're still calling me sir. And several of them been linking me over the years, over, the last, I would say the last 10, 15 years. So. Well, 10 years or so. You have all these students, sir, thank you for the help you give me. You did help me with so and so and whatever. People, 75% of them, I have to ask them further because I don't remember. I swear upon my mother, name and grave and everything. I really don't remember. All these people thanking me for helping them back when I was in U. A little woolly pop in the school, woolly pop them school fee, me help them with, and thing and whatever. And some people, you just encourage them and push them, this lady. She used to work at News Talk, as like a reception. I push her and thing, and she go short to Teachers College, and me did PR. Well, I don't want to say too much, but push her and thing and whatever. And one day she yelled me and thing, and it's just so gratifying. And you have all these other students and whatever, and those people who you help and thing, or sometimes you help somebody's relative, and the relative tell them, and then them come back. But most of them I don't remember them. I don't remember. I have to ask or whatever. Sometimes it take a while. Some of them I still don't remember, but most of them after a while, I say, oh yes, and whatever, yes, you took that class and now you were, and thing, and it's a good feeling. It's a great feeling because honestly, most of them I don't hear back from them, but I never do it for hear back from them. Right? I never do it for hear back from them, but most of them I never hear back from them. But to that minority will take the time to reach out. Sir, yes, I live in Canada now. I'm married. I have 3 kids and whatever. This other student, she was in the hospitality program over at UTech, but she used to take my dancehall class and was considering drop out and whatever. I forget a strong talk, man. I said, drop out where? The percentage of people go to university. You are in that very small percentage and opportunity, man. And get a talk, man, and boom, bang, 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 help her and thing or whatever. Yo, she's in London now, like, big super manager, this big restaurant complex. It's not just a restaurant, it's a restaurant complex. So we have to have a much this and that and experience. Yeah, man. I'm just so proud of all those students and thing, Yo, when I was training to be a counselor, there was this whole thing, this sensitivity thing, like be careful when young girls come in, because you could be blamed for stuff that whatever, because they may go through this and that and so them just drill this thing in here, be careful. And one of the things them tell is like, if you're counseling and a woman, a young girl comes in who's attractive and dressed provocatively, leave your door open and be careful. And if you can avoid cons, you know. Yeah. So anyway, some do them some. So you'd have this student, right? So she would come, you know, I'm office hours and thing and whatever. And I knew she never have no problem. You know, me know exactly where she depend and whatever. But it's one of them things that when it wasn't said, you know. Them time that the Ragashanti thing take off, you know, man, and you know, and whatever, and and what popularity thing and whatever. So she would come and, you know, she would do that hint in something that women do, like, yo, I like you, what? You know, me I give you a hint, but you know, I move or whatever. But I say, boy, she had trouble, you know. At them time, I'm a pepper still, you know, but you don't know, you know, juggle off everything or whatever. You know, she's a student. So she did one thing, and so every time she have this thing, I know she come in, she talk about classwork and whatever, you know, but legs crossed up and this and the flicking of the hair and whatever, and must watch her with her food. But anytime she come in, she turn the door, I always open the door, I always open back the door. You know, back the door. One day, my girl, like, so this is my office door. My desk was it was like a L shape. So the long part, the office wide, so but the door over here, so right? But the office wider. And the desk and my chair over here. So the long desk come all the way down, so, and then turn, you know, in front of the door. But you can't come in and walk around the desk and come around. You know. So if you come through the door and you come round, you basically I see the long desk go all the way down. It look like my girl get frustrated and thing, and she's like, she said, this damn boy, this damn man and thing, go along me and give him signal. Because I can't tell her, I said, don't come office hours, you know. I can't tell her that, right? And she never do nothing for me just say, no, that is inappropriate or whatever. You can't, don't come back, right? So it have to make it play out, you know. So it look like she get frustrated and thing or whatever. And then one day I just see my girl was coming in, you know. And she come in, she slammed the door. And when she slammed the door, she just threw her bottom on the desk, you know. And slide down. That time me sit down here, so, you know, I remember I saw the desk in front of me. And she slide down, and in one smooth motion, you know, the door slammed, she slide down, and she just flick her right foot over my head. And thinking whatever, and she did right in front of me, spread out and whatever. I fried the fuck. Listen to me, man. And the second time something like that happened, you know, me tell her when me just go there and I share office with Edda Ricketts, what did happen to me one time, they were next to them. But she slide on, and UTech, she did go UTech. Right, because I used to teach at the University of the West Indies, but UTech students could take, what them call it, it's like some electives, you know, them could have choose. There was some kind of cross thing going on there where UTech students, there are certain classes at UWI that UTech students could take. I don't know if it's the same thing. No. And she just thought one bag of things, but I like you and this and that and gone through one whole heap of something and whatever. I'm going to tell you something, just clutch, man. I'm going to look for her. I'm going to say, we're going to talk, but the door is going to open. She said, no. Don't want the door open and whatever. And she moved to me and I said, no. We're going to talk, but the door is going to be open. And she said, all right, if you insist, at least you're going to talk. I mean, I will a reasoning, man. I will a nice look of reasoning. And she tell me what she think about me and whatever and all them something there. And when I talk to her, she said she have a boyfriend. And you have a boyfriend and thing. You love him? She said, yeah, she love him. But, you know, Ray, you know, when she in a class, she think about me and whatever. And we had a nice little talk. And, you know, I read with her and I said, yeah, we have crushes and we, you know, everybody have crushes and things. People go through them things. And I mean, so you have to act on it and thing and whatever. You know, and she do that look at something like, you don't find me attractive, you know, whatever, this and that and whatever. But me did have a look at counter spiel for that too and whatever. I said, you are attractive, you know, blah, 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 and whatever, but Do you think I meet attractive women? And she's like, yeah. I said, there's no way I could get involved with all of the attractive women where I meet. But couldn't do it. Me, I'm not superhuman or whatever, so I can't do it. So and we have a nice little talk. And then from there, so, she would come check me and we would talk and whatever. And then it wasn't even about anything to do with attraction or whatever. I mean, and I would just reason. And we talk about all kind of thing, politics and whatever. And then it reached a point when, she got to look ups and down with her boyfriend and thing. And we reason and we said, no, well, I can't see where you're concerned why I'm said that. Or no, you can't do that, man. Not like that's something there and whatever. And she eventually tell her mother about me, say, boy, she can't talk to me and whatever. Would you believe she and the boyfriend end up married and picnic and thing and whatever. And live here in America and whatever. And they're doing really, really well. And she said, boy, you know what? She linked me back. It was some time ago. It's a good while ago. But she linked me back and she said, you know what, say, we just want to thank you for how you did handle that situation there. Because me did young, and me I go through something where me just couldn't understand what go on, and me did just, feel myself and whatever and da. And, you deal with it like a man, And me just want to thank you because she has said she and her boyfriend end up stay together. And she said she love him. And she said, boy, she don't know if it would have worked. She said the best thing that happened to her, and she just have a happy life, and she see, she older now, and she see what going on out there in the world and all these things and whatever. And she said, no, I don't know if me and you did go do, if you did go, take the offer and go do something with me. And she said, I know me did look good. I said, of course you did look good. You're a proper girl. And whatever I think, I come here and the panel level. And I said, why you think turn up, man, and you didn't know what when you dressed that way there too? I said, you did fire. And she said, yeah. And she said, but you just have that thing there where you just you just never jump and frighten and, And she said, boy, it's a possibility where if me and her did go do something like this amazing life what she have with her husband now and thing, she said it probably wouldn't work out and thing and she just thank me, Yeah. I mean, get them look at something that you feel good. You feel really, 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 really good. And our husband is a Republican. I'm joking. He was a Republican, but whatever. But just feel really, really good that students can reach back and you make some decisions or you angle things certain way and thing and one can just kind of give some affirmation and say, we give thanks for that, I have a whole heap of people me for give thanks, You hear me telling about enough of them. Agri Irons, a whole heap of them and who were just there for me at pivotal moments when nothing ever go on for me or me never understand certain things or whatever and people that did it for me, real, you see me? So I give thanks to them people that was straight, no? So it's just a joy for me if you know say youth and youth can reach back now and I say, yo, sir, you remember when so and so, you remember when so and so, you remember when so and so, and give thanks. That's all the thing for juggle, man. I said, you can't do for everybody. You can't do for everybody. Don't try to do for everybody. Right? You're going to deplete your resources and you're going to burn out yourself, right? Don't try to please everybody. You understand? If you can, do so, and whatever. Boom, bam, bam, bing. But no, so when you deliver some help or thing or whatever, it may attract that energy that will come at you for get more out of you and you have to discipline and know if you control yourself that way there and check people. You don't have to be rude or harsh with it. It's just like, nope. Bam, bam, bam. And that being said, I just want to say, Java do all of the Java. with the spicy person, I said, what? I work, but I just don't get my paycheck yet, but I need some food. Anyway, thank you for reading my comments. Keep up the good work, Raga, by helping. Okay. Yeah, that being said, I just want to say enough thanks to you, for phone support and thing, and I just want to say big respect to all who come to the party tomorrow, and we just forward and come enjoy yourself, all right? Me have a whole heap of work for doing at the day tomorrow. Me did all want to do one show, that not gonna happen. Me have 10 million things to do for the party tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all there. We're going to have a great time. We're going to have a bonononos time, as Miss Lou would have said. Right? We're going to have a joy. Right? So we're going to just forward, come with good spirits, a right frame of mind. Remember, the tickets are available at eventbrite.com. Eventbrite.com. Buy your tickets at eventbrite.com. And just go under New York and then go under Laugh and Dance. And or just put in my name, Ragashanti, Ragashanti. Or the other easy way you could buy a ticket is by sending me a text at 929-400-1249. That's the number that's right there on the screen. Do not use the 646 number. I don't take texts on that number. I don't have access to that number when the show is not going on. Actually, I do. I just don't activate it, right? But I don't have access to that number when the show is not going on. But the 929 number, I have access to that number, and I'll most definitely be maintaining access to it going into tomorrow. All right? So just send me a text at that number, and I'll just tell you, you give me your name, you Zelle the money to me, and I see your name. I go with the name that you gave and whatever, and tomorrow you'll be on the list. You just come, you show your ID for the name, and boom, you're in. Right? Whatever, how many tickets you bought. All right? And again, the number is 929-400-1249. 929-400-1249. 929-400-1249. Send me a text. You want to buy a ticket. And then let me see if anybody. Okay, Percy, I got 4 tickets and say, yeah, man, she ready. It has been a while. I think she meant to say, but of course. But it's a but of, it has been a while when a party. But I think she meant to say, but of course, okay? I want to say, blessed good afternoon, my general. Listen, I hear you mention a chick want to go back home. I would love to link up with her. Wish I could link her up with me. Give her my number. And this is the number. So we could have a chat. Blessed love, my general. This is rather curious. I mean, I'm just wondering, give it that, my friend who we call Stush. Give it that Stush says she want to go back to Jamaica. I've just I'm just curious. What is it about that would make somebody say, "Yo, but I love to talk to that person." I guess there's something there. Oh, I'm reading Spices posted. What time is the party? Okay, I'm 4 hours away from you, Raga. Raga, you don't feed the hungry. Da, da, dee, da, da, da. Anyway, people big up on themselves and things, seeing, and I'm actually hungry right now. I'm gonna look some food and probably let me eat some food. I can put some tangy tie on it. Yes, ha ha. That is it, right, people? The new love makes anything taste good. Oh, he's going to try to convince her not to go. He might try to convince her don't go to Jamaica, don't. But yeah, but what? No, I'm just curious. Like like what about that would be like? John, would I love to chat to that be there, Raga can't give her my number, She don't wonder want to go back to Jamaica. Like me, I feel her, something about her, you see me? I don't know, but the brethren could have a thing about that too. And him could have some. No, but you see, I think what he's responding to, remember, she said, no man not call to her. Right? She said, no man not, whatever. So, him basically, I said, a man not call to you. Yeah, me call to you. Me more than, I will call you. I just want your number. I think or whatever. Anyway, boss, I'm gonna give people number, so but you never ask me for your number. You say if me can give her your number. All right. So if she wants it, I'll give it to her, right? We're not a hate. We're not a hate around here. I'm not like dog bite and we don't C block around here. I wanna know what C block mean, right? I'm not like dog bite, C block, you see me? You understand? Or Raga no stay, so Raga make people link up and do them thing and manifest them thing and step out there and thing, don't it? Bad thing. All right, people. Blessings, man. Thank God for juggling with me in the little evening and thing and big up my new. I remember the one show no my new equipment from I buy, People I bought and honestly, I swear on my mother's name, Pamela Scott. When me call sometimes I tell me something I want to do. The piece of equipment when I buy where to solve the problem that I've been experiencing. $799 because it's New York, is with tax. So and the tax come up, it is $860 something. Yet this thing is not cheap. This endeavor here is not cheap. You see people sit on here and we are broadcast and whatever and all these things. It's not cheap. So it's $860. You can go check it in on yourself. It's called a DLZ Creator. It's made by Mackie. You say it's $799, and it's $799. Let me take a picture. It's showing. Check. All right. It's called it's DLZ Creator. It's made by a very famous music. Right, name the company named Mackie. Right, and just like that. See, yeah, I want to can't see that, right? Come up, come over. That's it right there. Well, that's a picture of it on my phone. I can't see. We can Google it. It's a mixer. It's a podcast mixer. And I think it was a little too pricey, but what I like about it was its projected scalability, right? So they made it in order to be able to add things to it later in what is referred to as firmware updates. And that is the reason why I just shut my eye and buy it, because then it could serve me for a while. Because I love doing this. I love doing this. But I like to share some of them things. We don't know. Someone just know, say, I don't just sit back and cruise and whatever. You have to invest in the thing where you love, you know. You have to invest in it, you know. And then I have all kind of problems with things. I may have figure out whatever. So this is going to help. And if you don't want to check it out, check it out. Again, it's called, just put in D as in David, L as in Larry, Z as in zebra. Joan Lockett. I bought it from B&H. So I'm not sure what you're saying. I don't know what you're looking at, you know. You're probably looking on the wrong thing, you know. But Joan Lockett is B&H. I bought it from. That's where I buy all of my electronics from. And, you know, Sweetwater or Musician Friends or Guitar Center. But it's mostly B&H. And it's $7.99. So I don't know where you see that, where you get, but you would have saved $120 if you got it at B&H. Nope. B&H, I buy it from. B&H, I buy it from. And my hope is that it will serve me for a while. And there is just certain things about it that I think would cancel out the issues that I'm having with the software over there. You know, it still have a little bit of a learning curve, but it's very easy. It's relatively easy to use. So, you know, I'm looking forward to having some fun with it and then having some nice shows with you all, Auntie. All right, take care of yourself, people. Sooner tomorrow at the party, I am, as white folks would say, I am stoked. Yo, them have some talk, you know. I am stoked. I am so stoked, dude. All right, ready for the party tomorrow. Don Juan says, Zion didn't choose to call in today. He called, you know. It's me never answer, you know. He never answer it today, you know. Oh, Joan Locke said, never mind, it's refurbished. No, man, I'm sure if you see the new ones, it's $7.99. But, you know, when you buy things in New York, you have to pay a tax. So it came up to $8.60 something. All right, sooner tomorrow, remember, anybody need tickets, text me, 929-400-1249, 929-400-1249, 929-400-1249. Big up on yourself, people, all right? Sooner tomorrow, big up all who flying already and thing in a proper respect and sitting, all right? Java Mir says she go do laundry. She lies about laundry, not a laundry. She not strike me as somebody who do laundry. Trouble got trouble out. Mitzi Bird, condolences, Mitzi, condolences. Sorry to hear that. Here. Mitzi, a stalwart, you know. I don't know, yes, Raga. Big up yourself here. And condolences here on the passing of, your loved one. Blessings. Christina and Java, the thing sent on finally. Christina and Java mirror, the thing sent on finally. And you see how me careless, look how long me for do that something there, though. Look how long me for do that something there. Me just rinse it. Kitcha Thompson. No, I'm not going to increase the price at the door. Everybody, I say, you should, worse, you don't have the bar, you should do it, that's, increase the price. It's the same price. All right, just forward and come have a good time. Let me close this thing now.
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live.